I'm Randy Reid, editor of Designing Lighting, and we are here at LEDucation, and I am joined by Tom Lillie, the director of Specification Sales for WAC and Modern Forms. Tom, welcome.
Thank you.
Well, we're glad you're here, and tell us, what are some of your impressions of LEDucation so far this year?
Well, I'll tell you, it is surprisingly much busier than I expected. I think much busier than everybody expected. It's been wall-to-wall people. What's really nice about this year is, you know, in the past it's been, or at least the last show, it was predominantly, I felt there's a lot of sales reps here. This year it's been quite a few, you know, lighting designers, specifiers, contractors, distributors, as well as sales reps, but it's a great diverse bunch of people here at this time.
So what do you hope to gain from exhibiting here?
Just like any live event, we want to show, you know, kind of the latest and greatest from both of our brands. And, you know, I think that, you know, touching and feeling is obviously much better than the two-dimensional picture online or even just the a virtual event that we're all accustomed to. So we do a lot of different live events throughout the year. And it's always great to build that rapport with your specifiers and so forth, face-to-face. It's much easier than sitting on a Zoom call.
I agree wholeheartedly. And what are some of the products that you are exhibiting here?
Well, you know, the trends this year in, you know, on the architectural side or the functional side really has been, you know, the quiet ceiling concept. So really people want a lot of purposeful light, but they really don't want to see it. They expect to light up a room, light up a space, and just have that light magically appear. So what we've done at WAC this year is really come up with a lot of small aperture products that just kind of, you know, they blend in with the ceiling. They kind of get lost, but they provide a huge amount of function. At WAC, we're not coming out with any 6 or 8 or 12-inch cans this year. We're going the opposite direction. One of our introductions this year is called the Aether Atomic. It's the smallest aperture fixture that WAC has ever come out with.
How small is it?
It's either a 1-inch downlight or a 1/2-inch pinhole. So, and just a robust amount of light.
Remote mounted driver.
Remote up to 250 feet. It's got a variety of optics. The unique thing about it, it's both for remodel as well as new construction. It's IC rated. It delivers over 1,100 lumens just out of that little 1-inch downlight. And the greatest thing about it is if something happens for whatever reason to that driver, it's like you said, it's remote, so it's accessible through a panel. You can change the optics after the product's been installed. But if something happens to that light engine, we have a serviceable tool that you just reach up there, grab that light engine, and you can replace it without touching the ceiling. So you're never disturbing the ceiling. You don't have to cut out, you know, most other companies, you have to cut this big hole out to fix it. Now with ours is all field serviceable.
What are some technological breakthroughs that you have at WAC?
Well, you know, we're, again, it's these high function products with very small apertures is really what we're striving for. We've got another product called the Stealth Silo 007 monopoint.
Stealth Silo 007. I love the name.
Well, we again, the theme this year is to really gain that quiet ceiling, you know, concept there, and with the Stealth Silo 007 monopoint, it's about the diameter of a quarter, and you know, you can either have a remote driver, so that again you can put that driver about 250 feet away, or you can have an integral driver right there in the canopy. But the great thing is, again, over 500 delivered lumens. It's got an adjustable beam spread from 15 to 50 degrees. The head itself rotates 360 degrees, and it has a vertical tilt of about 90 degrees. So we're really trying to give the end user the ability to really light the space in the way they want, but again, in a very minimalistic ways.
What are some of the architectural trends you're seeing?
Well, you know, it's interesting because on the functional side, it's all smaller apertures. Everything's small, as I mentioned. On the decorative side, we're going big. Everybody wants much larger, you know, larger scale items. And so with our other company, Modern Forms, our decorative side of the company, we've introduced quite a few larger pieces this year. So pendants, wall sconces, even our smart ceiling fans, we've gone much bigger. And so,
and I've seen some of those smart ceiling fans at your showroom in Dallas, and they're beautiful.
Thank you. No, we now go up to 120 inches on our fans. So, again, all smart fans, all wet rated fans. So you don't have to flip through the catalog and figure out which one's wet, which one's smart, which one's got a luminaire. I mean, it's really everything, the best of everything, all in one box. So.
Tell our audience a little bit about growth. What are some of the market sectors that WAC participates in where you're seeing significant growth?
Well, it's interesting. The post-COVID, we've really seen a lot of projects. There's right after COVID, there's a whole bunch of projects that were just kind of released, and it could have been in multifamily, hospitality, corporate. We're really seeing a lot with, again, continuing with multifamily now, as well as the schools. We're doing a lot with school projects now, and the projects they appear. Anytime you talk to somebody, they'll say that the projects are slowing down. But I think it's all relative. I think everybody's been used to this big splurge right after COVID of all this these projects being released. Now I think that
the pent-up demand is kind of over now.
It is correct. That's correct. Yep.
So tell us a little bit about some of the materials you use, I guess, with your Modern Forms business.
Yeah, we've really tried to be innovative on the Modern Forms side and always be on the leading edge of kind of exciting new looks and so forth, new trends. We're using a lot with first grade Spanish alabaster, real stone, so you get that really beautiful earth tone veining and so forth in this stone look for both wall sconces as well as pendants and chandeliers. We use real pebble leather on a lot of fixtures, and we're now using a black marble on a lot of our wall sconces as well, so in task lights. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful material that I really haven't seen in other fixtures before. So.
All right. Well, Tom, thank you very much. Appreciate it.